Welcome everyone, doing a little bit of a fun one here. So on the Mini, putting some backwards facing lights on, or rear work lights, whatever you want to call it. So on the Mini as it comes, this is the one you can't even see when the boom's down, but it's a Future FT36C. Boom, there's your serial plate. It has tie downs up here. I really think this is more for lifting, not necessarily tying down, because regardless of the weights, it's just a strange point to tie down. So removing them, just a little eye bolt, perfect location for some rear work lights. Mock this one up. I can still get to my battery switch pretty easy, as long as I only go the one way, whatever. Adding these, this was the factory one. The way I'm doing this is just teeing into it. So this is my, can't see it, this is my power from my light switch. You know, these cheap weather pack looking plugs. So LEDs, they don't draw a lot of amperage, so I'm just going to tee into it. So now over here, working on my wiring harness. So this will be my input power to all the lights from the light switch already on the dash. And then I'll have like my left work light, that middle work light, and then my right work light. Found some old harness that already had some loom on it. Got things cut out, so I'm gonna splice it all together, and then we'll install it. So yeah, if you're ever someone that does wiring, you know, these quick strips, they're quite an awesome tool. You get a lot of time savings out of them. These have a built-in wire cutter here. You can kind of see the jaws. They'll come down and cut your wire. Then you can adjust your strip length with this guy here. So what you'll end up doing is, if I grab, this will work. You put the wire in there. You put the wire in there until it stops on your backdrop there, and you squeeze, and you got a nice strip set of wires. I'll put a link down below in the description for them. So now to bring all these together, I'm just using these butt connectors. They already have heat shrink on them. I have used some of those different connectors where you heat them up, they have the solder built in, but it's not going to see salt. It's mostly undercover. I think these heat shrink butt connectors will do perfectly fine. Link also below for them in the description. So this does get a little messy. So like for me, I'm bringing three leads into this one connector, and this wire that I'm using is really overkill. So it's not like it's not an easy way to do this by any means. Might not work out well for me the first time I try this here, and I feel back to the drawing board, but we'll see, especially because this wire is so large. See if I can't just incorporate a third plug. Alright, so remember, everything I do and say is related to my machine here, but to take these eyelets out, just took a big breaker bar, started loosening them up, and I'm able to come around on the inside here where you fill your gasoline and just undo it. Pretty simple. I actually put Loctite on it, surprisingly. And I got my bracket, and I have just a couple of washers to make up the whole difference. Those in there. And these lights, they're the Amazon special. You need another $10 to get the free shipping, so just threw them in the cart, and here they are. So it is a very easy install, and you know, if you have the right tools, if you've done anything like this before, it's not much of a stretch. There we go. That's the bracket, now I'll get the light. All right, there we go. You know, maybe 45 minutes of your time if you have all the right stuff prepped out and everything else. But yeah, I got my two rear work lights now wired up to the same light switch here. So bing, well, yeah, obvious, bong. So there's she be. And then you know, nothing super fancy with the wiring, just came up, secured it, and going in these vent holes. Probably could do a little better of a drip loop, but don't plan to sit outside and get really rained on. So pretty simple. I'll see how they go, and then maybe we'll get a night shot here. So till next time, take care. Please like, comment, subscribe for more stuff to come. A few more projects. If you notice, I got rid of the tie down, so I'll have to add some, and we're gonna go to a weld-on D-link. So stay tuned for that one coming up next. Thanks.